It's been a great experience being a community reporter. I mean, I love my area, so just being able to bring some of those stories to life and to other people and to the wider Bristol community has been great.
When this job came up, I thought, oh, brilliant, a great chance to share a lot of positive stories about Knowle West.
For me, applying for this was more or less a desire to tell people about my community. I think it's a very undervalued and kind of underknown about part of Bristol.
This is such a necessary and important scheme in terms of widening participation in media, in terms of really covering stories that are little heard, and voices that are not often amplified.
Knowle West is an area with quite a strong sense of community. There's lots of people trying to change the area as well, from the inside out, which is good to see. But it's their stories that don't always get told, and it's their voices that don't always get heard. And obviously that's what I'm trying to do in this position.
Sometimes when you come from backgrounds that are not associated typically with either creative industries or particular roles within the creative sphere, there's a feeling of imposter syndrome. You kind of feel like you don't fit, or maybe it's not for you, or your voice is less worthy of being heard.
I saw a quote once that someone said, if you want to live in a better area, rather than move, why don't you just make your area better?
People will just assume that you're not capable of doing something because of where you're from, and I don't think it's not nice experiencing that, but for me it's made me want to work really hard to show, it doesn't matter where you're from, as long as you've got the right values and a good work ethic, you can achieve what you want.
The Willow story, that's been shared by our local councillors. And the Van Dweller story was something like the 5th or 6th most read story on the site for a while. I was quite proud of that, that was really nice.
The reaction in the communities have been just, a feeling of joy and of being recognised. I think people are just excited at the idea that they're finally going to be recognised, their stories are finally going to be told and highlighted in the same way as some others are in other areas of the city. Everyone, deserves that representation.
So the responses have been really good. Everyone's really happy just to see positive stories in the press, and it's led to more people sort of getting involved in the community from it as well, so it's had a positive impact on the area. It's just a good scheme to be a part of. You're with someone that will proofread what you write, will give you suggestions on how you could improve your story, and it's good to have that feedback really, because I don't think you always get that in journalism really to that level. That one-on-one support is pretty invaluable, especially as someone just starting off on their journalistic career.